With a list of demands in hand, they walked up these steps. They wanted change and they wanted it now. Over 150 people who lost their battle to COVID-19 are being remembered through these floating candles that are being dropped into this pond. Charlie recalca la importancia de ir a lugares que siguen las recomendaciones de la CDC. For some people, medians are more than just a piece of concrete dividing traffic. It signifies income. If this ordinance gets approved, this will no longer be the reality. Each chamber has a window that can be opened without altering the environment. Over 100,000 restaurants closed due to COVID-19. This merry-go-round is only one of the many pieces that make this park so special. According to the CDC, COVID-19 hospitalization rates amongst Black Americans is 3.7 times higher than whites.
She wakes up, grabs a cup of coffee, and heads straight to the median on Archer Road. For the last 2 years, this has been Jennifer D'Amato's daily routine, making just enough to get by.
Like that's your everyday hope is that you'll make enough to get a room and food and stuff for the night, but that rarely happens.
She believes the way to do that is by standing in the median. This opportunity could be taken away if the new ordinance to ban standing or sitting in street medians passes.
In the middle, you're right there, people are turning, you're right in their line of view, so you get a lot more help.
According to the Gainesville City Commissioner Harvey Ward, this ordinance received positive feedback. He wants the community to understand that it's a matter of safety.
It's not aimed at people asking for money. It's aimed at anyone standing in a median that is smaller than 6 feet.
Ward says this idea emerged after a panhandler was killed by a car back in April 2019.
It's something that I lose a lot of sleep over as a city commissioner, knowing that at least one life has been lost because someone was in the median.
For some people, medians are more than just a piece of concrete dividing traffic. It signifies income. If this ordinance gets approved, this will no longer be the reality.
I know it's dangerous and a lot of people get hurt that way, but I think it should be up to the person whether they want to take the risk.
That's dangerous. No matter who you are or why you're there, I want you to live to do that thing you're trying to do another day.
Ward says the goal is to make streets safer. D'Amato says she finds safety in her income that she believes will be cut in half if the measure is passed. Pamela Combe, WUFT News. The pandemic robbed many of the chance to say goodbye to their loved ones.
To heal, we must remember.
President Joe Biden paid tribute with a candle lighting ceremony. 100 other cities joined. Gainesville took part.
We want to see the other side of the mountain, and so part of the grieving process is to acknowledge the trauma that's happened.
Over 150 people who lost their battle to COVID-19 are being remembered through these floating candles that are being dropped into this pond.
The commissioners placed 67 candles to represent each county in the state of Florida. Singing, candles, prayers, and silence.
The opportunity was really for us to be sure to take a moment and pause and recognize the significance and the impact that this is having.
Gainesville's Mayor Lauren Poe felt the effects.
We feel the pressures of every decision. They're magnified during something like a pandemic. We were not designed or built to make it easily through a pandemic.
In the end, January 19th, 2021 will be remembered as the day the nation came together for 400,000 Americans whose life will now shine in the memories of those who loved them most. Pamela Combe, WUFT News.